So this chat, for anybody who's just joining, is to do with the coronavirus and how people are being affected and what restrictions people have got in different countries, everything like this. So, yeah, I'll wait for a few people to come in and hopefully we'll get chatting. I'm hoping I've got chat. Yes, exploring with Adrian. How you doing, buddy? Metal detecting land and water. Guys, so basically I've come on here to talk about the virus and how people are being affected across the road, across different countries, etc., and how people are preparing for this and the madness that's going on. I don't know, I've got some kind of anxiety about it, and it's seen it all over the news today, and countries stepping up in their efforts to, try and suppress this thing. But I don't know, trying to look for what people's thoughts and what measures they're taking. So I've got one viewer. Can you hear me all right? Is everything, you can hear audio good? Gaming Madness, how you doing? Don't let it drive you nuts. Yeah, this is the thing. I've not prepared in any way, shape or form for this. I've not gone out madness and shopped and took 500 toilet rolls. But I am seeing it around me, so it's hard to escape and wonder if, I should be joining in. But yeah, it's pretty bad. We can hear you, bro. Nice one. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking for where are you in the world, how badly your country is affected. RC Card Matters, if you can recognise my name. So yeah, how are you prepping? How is your mind feel? Things like this. It's Gary from Swindon. Swindon, how you doing? Yeah, I'm from Swindon. So yeah, it's all about, is this causing you anxiety? Is this causing you depression? I mean, here in the UK we're having daily updates from today. So we've had one today, which was kind of worrying, so I'm expecting tomorrow's not to be any different, or possibly a little bit more worrying. If you guys can share this live feed onto your social media, I might get a few more views. Got 3 of you guys in, which I appreciate. Hopefully was going to get a few more, see if people want to join. Because I live alone, and although I've got the opportunity to go and isolate myself away from my own property, I also think it's more than what they say, making out to be. And because I feel, they're saying, oh, you should, if one person becomes ill, what's up, Brad? Brad is in the house. So basically, Brad, we're talking about the coronavirus and how people are being affected and what it's doing to parts of the world, etc. So, yeah, so because I live alone, I don't know whether it's good to be with other people or just sit here on my own and hope that I make it through. I mean, if we go into complete lockdown, that is going to drive me mad. But then I don't want to be, if I did get infected and then I had an opportunity to stay away from here, how would I feel if I infected somebody else and their family? So yeah, I'm a bit 50-50. Brad, what do you make of this, mate? This whole, I don't know if you have you prepped? You seem like a prepper, Brad. Josie Wells, how you doing? Yeah, Josie, we're talking about the coronavirus and how people are being affected and stuff. And I've not really spoke to many people regarding this virus, so apart from some family. I think it's getting ridiculous. Everyone is panicking and panic buying. Just goes to show that when there's a crisis, every man for himself. It's true, mate. Brad, you hit the nail on the head. It is selfishness. I've made my own hand gel. That's it. Send me some. Send me some of that hand gel. Cody Cubes is in the house. Everybody go sub Cody Cubes. That's my nephew. So yeah, going back to your comment, Brad. You're bang on, mate. People are going mad and they are buying this stupid amounts of toilet roll. And it's been going on for weeks, and only now is like council stepped up and shops stepped up and said, oh, you know, we should put the elderly first, which is right, but this should have been done a long time ago. If you look over in certain parts of some parts of the police, there's the army wearing skull head chains and that kind. Someone like you and the name as well. It's like a zombie movie. Made 1.5 litres for £6. Right, are we back? Are we back? I'm hoping we're back. It says we're back. That's not a cough. Perhaps we're not back. Start the stream again. Are we back? Everybody can hear me? Someone can just say I'm back. I don't know if it's frozen. The time's still going. What is going on with these messages? Right. Can somebody say that I'm back if you can see me? Back again. Yes, I'm back again. I'm just going to try and put this in my tripod quick. Oh. Right, I think we're back. A couple of people in here. So yeah, I just think the world's gone mad. Jenny O'Brien, Howard, welcome to the stream. Talking about the coronavirus and how people are being affected and what they're doing to prepare. I am back, Brad. I am back. So yeah, it's worrying and it's going to affect a lot of things. Lots of sports. You know, if you're football fans, can't do your weekends. And for me and for a few people in my live stream, Brad being one of them, that will be going to some big events metal detecting this year, who have paid out good money. And I've been looking on a few Facebook groups, sheepish people are, yeah, that's probably right. And I've been looking on Facebook groups and there's a lot of unhappy people, and I respect that there's people that are unhappy about events closing, but what I cannot stand... Wait, are you coming? You still got that ticket, Brad? Let's get a GoFundMe page for me to go to Detectiveville this year. I need £70. to get this ticket from Brad. But I don't know. Don't think my PayPal is working. I have still got it. Do you know what, Brad? I'd love to go. Yeah, GoFundMe page. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, there's Detectival. There's Spring Detectival. There's a big Detectival, I think. Summer Detectival, whatever. There's other groups like Casey rallies and stuff that today they've cancelled all their digs. Garrett had a big event coming up quite soon. I've seen that they've postponed that. So I think it's a domino effect now. You know, some people's schools might be closing, and then boom, 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 they're all going to close. And I think it's going to happen quick. But I feel sorry for people, you know, but Do It and Come, I would give it for free, but it's not actually my ticket. Whose ticket is it? Martin's? I see your comment the other day. Oh no, that was just about the group, wasn't it? Posting it. It was, but bought for me. Send it me in the post, Brad. I'd love to go. I would love to go so bad. Yeah, I'd even go, like if they didn't cancel it and there was any risk of people getting it, I'd go in like a biological suit to Detectival, if it meant me going. I'd be masked up, everything. Ding ding, let's find some bloody rings and gold. Basically, a mate lent me the money to get a ticket. How did you end up with 2? Because you are going, right? You are going. I've got a ticket for October, Detective 2020 in the Netherlands. Hope it's all over by then. I hope so too for you, buddy. I've got a biohazard suit I'm taking. I'm only going to wear it to take the piss. We'll both walk on together, Brad. Yeah, I'm definitely going. It's very good. Do you know what? I'm really gutted because last year I had the chance to go to both of these events as well. And I spoke to Treasure Ed on both occasions and I said, yeah, I'll come. And there's always something that gets in the way. And I know this is going off of the coronavirus, but you know, I will send you the picture. What of the ticket you're sending me? All jokes aside, though, you know, I would love to go to that event, but I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, Brad, he's funny. But I just hope that you guys can, you know. If I open that, Brad, now, I'm going to have to wait. I'm not opening that message now because this live chat will go off again and I'll be reconnected. So, but I'll look at your biological hazard outfit. Is it covered in That's Brad stickers, you know, like all across it? Don't show that pic to people. So is that picture just between me and you? No, you don't want an old gas mask. You'll probably do worse putting that gas mask on than sitting in a room full of 10 people that have got the coronavirus. The asbestos in them old World War II masks and stuff. That would not be good for your lungs. Or anything. Hi Mark, hope you're well. Did you get to the 1K? Yes. Oh, the tattoo. Scott Ross. I can't believe you just dragged that up, Scott. I actually thought that people would have forgot about the 1K tattoo, so now I've got to do it. So that's not going to Detectival, and now I've got to fork out for a tattoo because they hit the 1K. And I really appreciate everybody that subscribed to me, puts up their time to watch this, and now Scott Ross has just dragged up an old video. about me doing a tattoo. Oh yeah, I remember the tattoo. Now Brad's on it. Yeah, I did say I'd do a tattoo. Yeah, it's funny, Scott. Fair play, mate. I knew someone would drag it up. My palms have been sweating, thinking, "Oh, they're gonna drag this up." Did they remember the 1K tattoo? And I'm glad someone did. But yeah, I will get it done. I've recently moved into my own properties of getting everything level-headed, but once I do, and that's the reason I've not gone to Detectival, because it's not been easy moving in here and stuff. So, was it on your back? Not sure you said on your back. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Should I do? Should I do a video where it's the viewer's choice where it goes? To a degree. Like, I think we should rule out the face. I've got my. Yeah, I know you did, Brad. That was epic. I watched the video. Was it? Where did you have yours? I can't remember where you had yours done. On your arm. I don't know. I don't want it somewhere too painful, but I don't want it somewhere that's going to look silly, if you know what I mean. My arm, yeah, I remember. It's a reminder to me of when I nearly got famous. You're on your way to fame, buddy. You know, I walk down the street, people don't go, "Oh, there's Adventures with Mark." It happened once, maybe twice. I was out metal detecting once, and then someone said, "Oh, you're Adventures with Mark." That happened. That's my bit of fame. And I think it happened again, but I don't know if I was dreaming. But, Brad, for someone like you, mate, you must walk down the street and people are like, "Oh, that is Brad." That's fame. And you got it. I don't know if I want it. I enjoy what I do, going out, ventures and metal detecting. I haven't done magnet fishing for God knows how long. Magnets are in the back of the cupboard. So, yeah. I don't know if I want the fame. Is there a lot of fame to be had by hobbies like magnet fishing, metal detecting? I'm not saying the numbers can't be high on YouTube for subscribers, but I just wonder, you know, how much fame you can get for it and how far you can go. I suppose the world's the oyster and you make what you can, but I don't know, again, but I mean, we've gone completely from deadly disease to 1000k subscriber tattoo. But yes, Scott, and yes, Brad, I will get that done. And to everybody, I will get that done. Won't be live, maybe live, I don't know. Might just do a pre-record. Find some stickers. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and see what people's opinions are. I don't know if I'll stay on too much longer than this, but I do get it a little. I've had some creepy stalkers, had a guy following me around shopping, my shop taking photos, and a week later showed me the photo. Proper stalker. Oh, perhaps he just liked you. I've never had that. I don't think I'll ever get it. I want to put more effort into my YouTube, but weather's rubbish. Now we've got this thing, this stupid microscopic bug that is going to destroy everything event-wise. It's destroying lives. And now I don't even know if we can even go metal detecting. You know, a farmer's going to ban us from going out. They've already removed police, ambulance, fire services from any mass event. which I don't know about Detective, or I didn't go, so I don't know if they have ambulance service on standby. I'm sure with an event of that size, surely. Well, I know that, yeah, but what I'm saying is they're pulling the emergency services away, which means it puts a lot of people more under threat, doesn't it? So eventually they will going to start cancelling it all. Because, I don't know, did Detective will have an ambulance there? Was that required? Obviously a fire engine wasn't really required, I don't know, but unless someone's on fire, I mean, if someone had a good day, pulled up a 20 odd Romans, they're probably on fire. But I don't know what the future holds for everybody, but I hope we can all just pull together, not just in this country. I didn't see any they can get away with having fully trained first aiders. Well, I suppose I just worry for everybody that it's going to be out of people's hands, even if, you know, like you say, fully trained. And are people going to go there rather than being at home with their families? Are they going to choose events like this over staying at home and keeping their families safe? I don't know. It's scary, and it's become reality, I think, from pretty much today. Yeah, I'm not saying people should stop going, you know. I think that my personal view on a lockdown is absolutely stupid. I think you're then containing it to certain houses, and if people leave after 2 weeks because they think they're okay, and then households start mingling again, are we going to be looking at a second strain of this thing? Does it start getting stronger the second time around? So I encourage it, Brad. Honestly, mate, I encourage you to get out there. I don't want to be stuck indoors. My head's on some days ain't great, and I think being stuck in between these four walls for any more than I need to be is I'm going to do my day-to-day business because it's got a little bit more relationships with hands and stuff. Yeah, exactly. But you know, going on to people's mental states and how people suffer with anxiety, depression, how are they going to cope being stuck indoors? Oh, we can't go out, confined to our gardens and four walls. Mary, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. And this is Mary. Welcome, Mary. A lot of people on here know Mary. I talked to Mary. She's absolutely brilliant. We talked a bit about this virus and stuff and how it's affecting. And I kind of gave Mary some input about where she lives in New Mexico, and then before she knew it had exploded over there, and they were raiding the shops and everything over there, and it wasn't a reality for her until she went down to the shops that day, and according to her, it was absolutely mad. I've just seen a comment and I couldn't see it. Plus, it should be good if we get a mild form of it. It should boost our immune system. Yeah, I think that can work for some people, you know. People with really bad immune systems, it's probably not going to be very good for them. I hope that's what it does. I don't want to see the numbers continue to rise, nor does anybody else. I think, you know, stuff comes out in the media and it's... Maybe I should be careful what I'm saying on YouTube, actually. Are they going to start, like, banning me for, like, having my opinions on stuff? You guys are only typing yours. I'm... Talk louder, Mary. Turn your volume up, Mary. This is how I talk, Mary. On the top of your phone, Mary, there'd be a volume button. Am I not talking to you? Is everybody hearing me clearly? I think I'm talking all right. Mary, is that better? Hey bro, sorry I'm late. Black Country Canal magnetised. Welcome to the channel. Mary keeps telling me to talk louder, but I'm actually think that I'm talking. I can't really get too close. I don't think the media have it worse. So far, more people have died from flu this year. Exactly. I think the numbers. So I can hear you fine. Cheers, Brad. So I'm just going to welcome Black Country magnetised magnet fishing. He says he's late, but he's here now. So I look at the numbers today, 53, and in a population of the UK, which the recorded number of people in the UK is 64 million people. Put that into a percentage of how many people have died so far. And I really don't think that this thing, I imagine it's going to peak, clearly, because everything's going to peak. If you have a flu outbreak, it's going to peak. Any illness will peak at some point before it drops. But I think people really need to, instead of thinking of the numbers without doing the research of the people that live in your country, yes, it's devastating for people to lose their lives. I understand that, but the percentage. It's Anne. Anne, yes, I know it is Anne. Yes. Anne from Magnets. So, I forgot what I said now because I was reading that comment. So yeah, we have to look at the percentage that have died to the percentage of the people in the country we live. Ain't it 35 in the UK? 64 million people. No, it's 53 now, Brad. They did that thing on the news earlier. They did a Sky News broadcast, and immediately after, the number went from 35 to 53 in like 10 minutes. Good to see you. They're going to lock you down. No, they're not yet, Mary. Well, they're kind of putting restrictions in place, but not lockdown. So yeah, let's look at 53 dead in probably a few weeks, because we've known about it for a while, realistically, from the first case that was brought out, for 64 million people. I look at China, they've got 1.6 billion people in China. Let's look at the amount of people that have died. Yes, it's a lot of people that's died. Put it into context with the amount of people, very small percentage. But people are putting it into their head that everybody is going to die. And the way the media are putting it out there is scaring people more. And me personally, I'm very relaxed about this, because I've looked at the numbers in my country compared to the people that are dying, and it's very small. So, and as Brad's just said, 53 cases is less than the flu. Ask the media that. Everyone is going to die. Buy toilet paper. Do you know what? I've got toilet paper. I've not gone out and bulk buy anything. In fact, I haven't actually bought anything else to add to what I've got. Out of 53, what area had most cases? Anyone know? It's 4 in my area. I've got apparently 1 in my area. In Wiltshire, I've got 1 confirmed death, but not too sure on how many confirmed cases there is. So anybody who's worrying about this virus being a global killer, it ain't going to kill everybody on this planet, it ain't. 10 and 5 deaths. So if you was to Google the size of Manchester and look at 10 confirmed cases, 5 deaths, that is such a low number. I don't know how many people live in Manchester, but that is a big old place. 3 deaths in the hospital down the road from me. Again, the numbers would be small compared to the numbers where you live. And mostly from elderly people with conditions. I think regarding all this looting and stuff like this, people are becoming so selfish, and that makes us the difference between good human beings and bad human beings. When we're taking from the elderly, we're taking from people who've had babies that need baby milk, nappies, Everybody wants hand sanitizers. Everybody wants their fair share of toilet roll. Not that I know that this toilet roll is making any difference. Don't give you the, you're not running to the toilet every 5 minutes. We're talking about high temperatures, not the obvious that you need toilet paper for. So yeah, world's gone crazy. And in my whole life, when I was younger, I've seen other diseases out there, not necessarily human related, but when they were burning cattle in the fields and mad cow disease, whatever it was, and everybody thought, oh, we're going to run out of beef, there ain't going to be any beef, and the world will recover from this. And I just hope everybody takes these precautions seriously that the government has put in place, although I think some of them are completely ridiculous, about a complete lockdown. Yeah, cow burning. I lived in the country. From a young age, I moved to the country and I was surrounded by farmland. And this is why I'm gutted that I didn't metal detect when I was younger, because I knew all the farmers back then. I would have had thousands of acres of my own land to go and detect on. So, us as children, we were seeing cow legs stuck up out of burning, and all you could smell was the burning beef. And then we thought, we would panic as kids, thinking we're going to run out of food. And now farms flourish with cattle, beautiful cattle that have come through that, and they're still producing. We're still eating beef, we're still drinking milk. And this will be the same for humans. Yes, there's going to be fatalities, but most of these fatalities are coming from the older generation, and it's hard to say because they've got these underlying conditions of their own. And I do panic a little bit because, we know you don't. We've had it closed, our soup kitchen tonight, and been advised to keep it shut. Oh man, that sucks. People rely on that soup kitchen, dude. That is bad. Brad, I know you don't like cows, mate. Seen a video? Is that when they charged at you? I'm not a great fan of the bullocks. That's the ones I don't like. Put me in a field of milking cows, and that's great for me. I don't like them little bullocks. They're dangerous little things. I did a video over a year ago, and there's some cows in my video, and they had like scary eyes and stuff. And prior to that, me and Dave was in the field, and I had a mate with me, so there was 3 of us. And in the distance was a load of these bullocks. There was loads of them. Must have been 25. If Dave was on here now, he would tell you that it happened. And we got charged by these bullocks. And somehow me and Dave got out of this field. But my mate got trapped in there, and he had to run all the way down the end of the thing. And when we caught up with him, he was like all mangled up in the bush. Brad, move out the way, that video. Yeah, it was brilliant, that video. Scott Whirling, in my area of the US, Iowa, the governor has recommending 4 weeks of school. Is that recommending 4 weeks of school shutdown? Cows are psychopaths. They're closing most schools and colleges here and all the public schools. Cows are psychopaths. Milking cows ain't so bad. But the bullocks are. The milking cows, they're the ones that are the karma. Sorry, that should have read 4 weeks off school. So, yeah, we haven't closed any. We've got some schools that are closed over here. They haven't ordered all the schools to close over here. And this is something else I want to do another subject, actually another 2 subject, because I understand in my country the NHS is under pressure. Been chased by bulls and milking cows. They really don't like you, Brad. They really don't like you, do they? So I want to do this thing about schools and what people's opinions are on taking their children out of school. Now, this isn't going to just talk for England. If anybody wants to say anything, Tara Berry is in the house. How are you doing, Tara? Long time no see. So people are going to start making their own choices about taking their kids out. Do you agree that as a parent that you should make the conscious choice of whether you take your child out of school, or do you leave it to the government to make that decision for you? Because in my position, you would say, I would be like, you're coming out of school right now. The government's saying stay in there. Now, parents are taking days and days and days to make this choice. I say to parents, make your own choice regarding your children. And I spoke to my other sister, and she was concerned about if she takes her children out of school, that the government are going to fine her, the school agencies are going to fine her for having. And I said to her, if you're really worried about this virus and you're going to prepare to wait for the government to make a choice, then you can't really blame the government. If you, as a parent, you need to make that own choice. The choice between a fine and your children's welfare, there is no other way. It has to be your children. If you were to say, I'm going to keep my kid in school because I don't want to get fined, that is absolutely ridiculous. Because if I had to take my children out of school and they fined me £10,000 or whatever it is, my children's lives are more valuable than the fine. So my advice to people is take your kids out. Don't wait for government officials, scientists to make their choices of whether this can be passed on by youngster to youngster and then etc. etc. This has to be, as a parent, your own conscious choice. So yeah, let's see what the comments coming up quick. Keep missing them. I feel that my child is at a major risk than government or not. If I feel my child is at a major risk. How do you feel, Brad, about your child? Do you think he's at a major risk at school? Can you tell if he's a major risk at school? Or are you just doing what the government are telling you to do, which is stay calm? And yeah, people should stay calm. But on the other hand, other countries have acted differently than ours. So I can speak to Brad about this because he's from my country, so he has to follow the same rules as everybody else here. So how do you feel about it, Brad? Do you think your children are in danger, or do you think that you should just leave them in school and let the government choose that time for you? I don't think he is at a major risk as long as they're teaching them how to clean properly. Yes, I agree with that. I've seen different things on Facebook where parents are unsure whether the children are getting their hands washed, so they are drawing symbols on their hand in kind of permanent-ish pen before and after, so before school, and by the time they are picked up, they would expect that pen would be rubbed off of their hand. So people are taking great measures. No, I don't listen. I don't. I'm just doing what I can for myself. I don't listen to them. But I'm just saying people should make their own choices. But yeah, I do like the methods about drawing on your hands, etc. If people haven't seen that, then and have got kids that are watching, draw a smiley face on their hand in the morning. If it's still on there when they come home, then the teachers aren't doing the job properly. It's not always about the children being educated to do it. The teachers should be educating, so you should be a guarantee that should be gone. Let's see what these are saying. Children don't get sick from it, but they carry the germs. Older adults have been susceptible. Child can carry the infect grandparents, adults. I mean, Mary, I think that's obviously just what the media is saying at the moment. I wouldn't say they can't really get sick completely from it. I would never guarantee that no one can get sick. The government are stopping all gatherings of over 500 people. Surely in most schools there's 500 people. So basically what they're doing with the schools is, it is a good idea. It's not my idea, Brad. I've seen it. I'm not going to take anything from putting that idea out there. It's not my idea. But I've seen people doing a permanent, kind of semi-permanent marker pen on their kids' hands. And if the hands are being washed properly, by the time they get home from a 6.5 hour day school, or even a 3 hour early morning preschool, that should be gone. So that's a method. There's probably plenty of other methods out there you can do regarding knowing whether your children's hands have been washed at school, but I think that's a really good one. So yeah, I'm not taking anything from that. Going back to you, Mary, with this thing, I wouldn't guarantee that children can't become ill. We can't guarantee that our children are completely safe. So until we really know what's going on, we won't know if our children are safe or not. Let's have a look what else we've got. Yeah, you should do the thing, Brad. Honestly, let me know how it goes. So sorry, Anne. Going back to your comment, mate. So basically, when you look at schools as a mass gathering, if you had an assembly full of the whole school and there was 500 people and they all had an assembly at one time, they would look at that as a mass gathering. Because the individual classes are split up into groups of maybe 30 odd, or maybe even lower, depending what kind of school it is, they are looking at that as part of the picture. They're not looking at it as an overall school. They're looking at it as the individual classes of children. So that's why they're not taking it into account. It's a mass gathering. Now, I think, personally, it's a lot of people in one space, so it should be considered a mass gathering within a certain building. Not my place to say whether they shut the schools or not, and again, I reiterate that people should take their own choices, whether they take their kids out of school. No children to date have gotten corona or died from it. I don't think that's actually true, Mary. I think I saw something so I'm just watching Sky News now, and the number earlier was 53. We've now got 2 more confirmed. 2 more confirmed deaths in the UK, so we are now standing at 55 people. So yeah, I think a child did die, or children have become quite poorly from it. I don't know. I've not got any facts in front of me. I'm just, if I see it, what do we believe? I know there's certain papers out there that probably don't print everything the way they should. So yeah, my sister just tried to call me, but I'm not answering it because I'm on this live stream. Right, so there's another thing I want to talk about, and that is the people's GPs. Obviously, we know that the NHS is under a lot of stress and people can't get regular appointments. How do you guys feel about, especially people in the NHS that I can relate to, how do you guys feel that you can't get these appointments? People out there rely on having injections to stop themselves getting pregnant, etc., small little things like this. And if things like that aren't sorted, will it have an influx of unplanned pregnancies? I heard that if you have a stroke, they are not sending an ambulance out to you. My dad is epileptic. Hi Mark, hope you're preparing. I am preparing. I'm not worried about this virus. I'm really not. I'm talking about it, and I have a little bit of anxiety about it, but it's not really getting me down. I'm not. I feel good. I feel good. I feel healthy. Um, I'm not preparing for it. I'm not stacking my hallway up with bog roll. I refuse. It'll just it's silly. Um, I can't even. I don't know what was I saying. But yeah, um, the flu shot gives people the flu. The corona shot will give you the viruses. And I think they've stopped giving people the flu vaccination over here too. So, how do you feel about the NHS and your own people abroad? Are they stopping normal little appointments for little things? I know that this is a big thing, but I still think people should be seen for smaller things. My dad is epileptic. Spoke to my sister today. She is due her. I can't remember what she called it. It's some kind of it's the injection to stop her conceiving children. And she probably won't mind me saying it on here, but she has a window that it has to be done. Now, I know she can take precautions other than the injection, but she's relied on this thing for years and years, and now she's been told that there's not going to be any appointments for her to see a local GP for 3 months. And I believe every walk-in centre, everything like that is going to be the same. COVID-19 may be the focus of headlines, but seasonal influenza has already made more people ill this year. The flu is estimated to kill between 290,000 and 600,000 people worldwide. Each year, COVID-19 has been linked to about 3,000 deaths so far, and there have been about 90,000 confirmed cases. I just think the media need to calm down, and people need to calm down. I'm on day 3 lockdown. The days have got to. Where are you, buddy? Al Campolino Detectorist Phil Griff. I'm on day 3 of lockdown. The days have got to get. Haha. Where are you, mate? That's all one sentence had to do with it. 2, that's from a hospital website. I don't really see that these numbers are going to hit millions of people. I don't. I just think that if everybody just listens to the small little things that they want us to do, and I just don't think people need to be locked away. That's one thing I disagree with. Ian Y. Gaff is in the house. How you doing? Ian, I hope you're safe, mate, and things aren't affecting you too much where you are. I know that probably 99% of the world has probably got at least one infection by now, so we're all under the radar, I suppose. Starting to get a few more viewers, so I don't know what people are going to do. But I don't want to be stuck in here. I just think that if the more days go on and the more restrictions they put into place, people are going to start getting more depressive. And if there's not people out there to help people cope with mental health, other things, that suicide rates are going to go up. It's got to be one knock-on effect. And I think that if the country relaxed a little bit more, we could all go outside. It's crazy times, and we don't know how long it's going to take to get any better, but I don't know what other subject I can cover on this. Go stand in the middle of a field detecting, that's what I've done today. I've not been well for the past week. I went out with Dave last weekend. I've not been out this weekend, just, no, not last weekend, I went out the weekend before, and I never went out this weekend because I've had an issue health-wise that I've been dealing with. A few people know about it. I am 50% recovered within about a week, so I expect within the next week that I'm going to be fully recovered and I can go out and swing my detector if the government will let me. And bro, I don't know if I want to come up there, Ant, and I do know, and I'm looking forward to it, bro. It's going to be brilliant. It's getting that ticket, bro. If anybody watching wants to donate towards my £70 detectival ticket that I'm going to purchase from that's Brad, my PayPal is in the description of my YouTube channel. I'm joking. I don't want to go. I can't go. I will come up, and honestly, mate, after me and you had a conversation on Facebook the other day and what you showed me, I'm hoping that I can be the first person to accompany you out there. I can ask my mate and see if he will let me sell it to you in instalments. You want me to go, Brad, don't you? Because you've advertised this ticket. You're going, ain't you, Ant? Spring Detectival. How many weeks is it away, Brad? When is Spring Detectival? When is the exact date of Spring Detectival? Why aren't you going, mate? I thought you'd be going to Spring Detectival. Let's go, bro. Coinage, Ant. Coinage. Nothing to stop you going outside if you don't get too close. We're a nice walk in the fresh air. Better than sitting indoors. It's about, I'm up for it if you are. What, the Spring Detective or what you spoke to me about? I do want to go to Spring Detective. I don't know, Brad, if both, bro. So no way you can get a ticket, Ant, without April 3rd. March, April. It's only a couple of weeks away, isn't it? Do you really think that this detectival event is going to go on? And yeah, Ant, both would be brilliant. 18 quid. Madness. And I might know someone else who's selling one too. Oh, I can feel the heat rising in here. Me and Ant are going to Spring Detective. I think people would love it if I went along to Spring Detective. I could actually finally meet everybody. Yep. Ant's tempted. Hey Ant, if you go back out and find another 50 quid, there's your Spring Detective ticket covered, mate. Can't go, don't feel too bad. I won't be there either. Ian Wygath, mate, get on. We wish you was there, Ian. We would welcome you with open arms, mate. You'd be welcome. Here in the UK, Spring Detective 2020. I know it's not good for me. I need to make a cigarette while I'm talking to you, so I know it's not good. Probably smoking on here, but I want to stay on here and talk to you guys for probably a little bit longer. Starting to get a few more people in. Bro, you want to see what I had today? 2 hours money. Send me the pics, Ant. You know what to do, brother. Send me the pictures. You only had 2 hours out the other day. You only had about 2 or 3 hours out the other day, Ant. come back, you was all lopsided. Too many coinage in your pocket. Would love to be there, but the airline makes it a bit costly. What you want to do is get hold of Aquachigger and get in his luggage case next time he comes to the UK, or Nugget Noggin. I'll message you. You know what to do. You know where to send the pictures. Brad, if you can sort, I don't know. I just think that this event's going to get called off, Spring Detectival. But I suppose if I get the ticket and I can pay it off. Hope you're doing well. Smoky Joe's Pit and Barbecue, welcome to the live stream. Yes, I'm doing very well, mate. Even with what's going on, the madness in the world, I am upbeat, I am not down, I feel good. Slight anxiety about it all, but up to 75 quid now, bro. That's your Spring Detectival ticket, mate. Get hold of Brad, he'll find out if he can get another one. I've been talking with the organisers and as far as I'm aware, it's still on. Well, Treasure Ed's going, so we're just car sharing going is probably. So my lift's sorted, all bar paying for a bit of fuel and stuff, but it's just being able to afford that ticket in one go. That is all that's holding me back. And it's with camping too, and that is cracking. Means I can be on them fields at 1 minute past 8. Ding, ding. So has anybody got any questions for me about what I'm going to be doing the rest of the year? I've got a few things in mind. Not really planned too much this year. A bit of boating, maybe. Bit of exploring. I don't know. Depends if we're on a lockdown, what we can do. Another thing that annoys me about this whole thing is all they're doing is worrying about the damn economy. Go on, what's your plan? I don't even know how to plan anymore, Brad, with what's going on. Don't even know if I'm allowed to open my front door and go outside. Like, I plan to try and do a few things this year. I would love to do exploring a few places. It's hard because I don't really want to be breaking any laws by trespassing and things. So I'm one of them that always worries about things like that. Yeah, there'll be a bit of boating this year, plenty of metal detecting, might do a bit of magnet fishing again. Is it becoming a police state? What, here in the UK? It's becoming a madness place, mate, I'm telling you. Plan to eat sausages. I've got 30 sausages in my freezer. I am well stocked. I live on sausage mash and beans. I'll just ration on that, honestly. Me, you, Brad and Dave need a detecting meet-up. I say that's too many coils together. Get too much interference. No, we do. We all need a meet-up. We need our own personal meet-up. We don't need detectivals to go on meet-ups. We could arrange our own. We could do like, you come down here, we do some. We go up to Brad, we do some. We go over to Ant, we do some. You know, we could move it around a bit so everyone gets a fair share of bits of land. I think that'd be an ace idea to do this year. Free house, as in prison. I did hear that, actually, regarding this virus, that they're on about letting some prisoners out. You know, petty crime prisoners because of this coronavirus. I say keep them in there, lock them up. We don't need any more out on the streets. Can you get arrested for stocking sausages? No, you cannot, Mary. I bought them as a 30 bag and they are mine as a 30 bag. I'm not going out, Mary, to bulk buy. I don't think it's needed. Sounds good, bro. Got to be done this year. Definitely this year. 2020 has not been a great start for me. I haven't done a lot. I've seen plenty of people ahead of me that hit off the year straight from Christmas. Me, I had a bit of a bad time and kind of got into a bit of depression and all that kind of stuff. So I never started the year very well. Got over all that. Done a weekend. Boom. I have a problem that I don't really want to explain on here. A couple of people know about it. A little bit of a health scare, but all turned out right at the end. I've just been on some meds to get recovered. So, yeah, all be well. And as long as they don't lock us up to our own four walls, and I can go out in the countryside, there's going to be plenty more videos coming up over the coming weeks and months. It was stocking joke. You're a sausage stock. Oh dear, I'm not stocking up, Mary. It's a bag of 30. That's how it is. They are bags of 30. I'd happily buy just 8. That makes sense. Lock down the country and turn the prisoners loose. Yeah. But what they'll say is, we're turning the prisoners loose. They can live on the streets because they can't burgle our houses because we're all at home. That's the kind of, excuse my French, but the BS that they're going to come out with. Let's let the prisoners out because everybody's houses, they're all at home so they won't get burgled. Hugs to you, Mark. Hope you feel like new soon. Tara, it's been a bit painful, but I'm well on the mend. 50% of the way there already. So instead of toilet paper, you panic buying sausages. Sausage roll, yeah, sausages. That's what Mary thinks I'm buying. No, they're normal ones, Mary. They're not jumbo. I think. Mary, they're jumbo sausages too. And funny. They will go after the shops. So instead of toilet paper, yeah, maybe that's what I'm going to bulk buy on sausages. Sausages, potatoes, and tins of beans. That's all I need to ration on. I don't need to go out there and buy everything. I'm a single guy, living on my own. One person to take care of here, and I don't need a billion toilet rolls. I don't want to go out and buy 100 toilet rolls. It's going to sit in my toilet for the next 2 years. I don't. They'll become antique. Well, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes on here, guys. So if there's anything you want to ask, I've been on well over an hour now, and it's been a great chat. Nice to have plenty of YouTubers on here, Brad and Mary coming on, Tara, some of my family coming on. Got to shoot. I'm finishing my 16-hour shift. Woohoo! Time to lock up and unfortunately go shot. Take care, Brad, mate. I'll see you soon. I'm on a live feed, and let me know about that ticket, mate. If you can get me to some sort of deal on it, I can pay over time, then I'll probably come to some arrangement with you, mate, and we'll sort it out. Let me know. Take care. Keep your family safe, Brad. Catch you soon. I'm still not walking yet, so I know your healing process takes time. Tara, I wish you a happy recovery and a speedy recovery. I know you're not walking yet. I did see an update from you not so long ago saying you're not on your feet yet, so hopefully that will change soon. I don't understand the connection between a respiratory virus and toilet paper. Me neither, Ian, and I ain't the wisest guy in the world, but I know respiratory and a toilet roll don't go together. Yes, everybody wish Tara get well soon. I think I missed another thing here. They will go. Tara Berry. But no, it's been nice, honestly, being on here tonight, and it started off a little bit serious, got into a bit of metal detecting chat. Um, haven't helped us if gastrointestinal virus breaks out. Heaven help us. Yeah. I mean, it's just selfish, and I'm sure you're experiencing it where you are, mate. And I really feel sorry for the very young generation of like newborn babies, toddlers, etc. That people are buying milk and nappies on stupid astronomical levels, and there's parents out there now that can't get the resources for their children. And then there's the older generation that, you know, us young guns, some of us young guns, we can run to the shop. They can't. It takes some time to get there, and by the time they've got there, people have completely stripped the shelves, and it's really wrong. Um, it's just gone silly. And in my head, as long as they don't lock me up in my own home, they will panic by facial tissues. As long as they do not lock me up in my own home, then I think I'll be okay. It's just the fact that I don't want to be enclosed in my own home for long periods of time. So we've just had a message on here from Tara saying, yes, my granddaughter couldn't get any wipes yesterday. And this is the thing. Kids need things, hygienic wipes, the correct milk. You know, there's babies out there that are sensitive to different milks. Now, there's enough on the shelves to split and make up lots of, you know, purchases for separate people. People don't need to be selfish. We never had this type of panic over SARS or Legionnaire's virus. No, we didn't. We didn't. And this has been, if I don't know if this is going to reach millions of people. I don't know the figures. No one does. Maybe governments do, I don't know. I'm not accusing anybody, but people understand what I'm kind of saying. But I really don't think it's going to get into the millions and millions of people. I think it's going to peak very quickly, and it will go away quite quickly, and that's all I can hope for. And use wash clothes for toilet paper, then wash them, reuse, save money for food. Yep. Iceland are opening 1 hour early for OAPs due to their shopping. Yes, I did see that, Anne, about Iceland opening up early, and then after day one of today, I think it was, that they started doing it. People were still seeing OAPs in there long after them hours had gone. And I know everybody can't get to the shops early, but I think that they should change it to an hour before the shop opens and an hour before the shop closes, so it can give people that can't get up in the morning adequate time to get there on an afternoon. And if you've got older relatives that need help getting to these places, please help them, because I think that eventually, if stuff starts getting out of control, people are going to start getting hurt on the streets. Old age pensioners that can't fend for themselves are going to get mugged, everything, to get this stuff off of them. And it's sad to say, and I want to be wrong, but I think we need to think reality now. But I'm going to finish this live stream up now, guys. I've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. It's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. I want you all to stay safe, and if I can continue to make videos for you guys, I will go out and do my best, because if you are trapped indoors, at least watching my mug might entertain you for 5 minutes. So yeah, just stay tuned to my channel, stay safe, keep your family safe, try and do the precautions that these, what I would call useless governments, are coming up with, and just protect everybody. And honestly, just everybody stay safe, and hope we can all come through this and come out from the other side. God bless to everybody, like Ian just said, and my ugly mug will be back soon. I'll do another live feed in the coming days, and we'll see how this is cracking on and seeing if stuff's starting to improve. Um, but again, I really appreciate everybody watching my channel, and take care, everybody, and see you on the next adventure. Take care.